FM.
Okay, 3 minutes past 11 this lovely morning. And it's Thursday already. Throwback Thursday. Most of the tunes you get to hear today will be from way back, just to bring back that nostalgic feeling. I know exactly you know what I'm saying. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And thank you so much, Barry Cosmos. And yes, I am thankful to God as well that you are recuperating and your voice is gradually returning to normal. But I was a little bit happier, now. These past few days, I had a lot of power and authority over Barry Cosmos. I could shout, I could scream. He couldn't respond. Oh, don't mind me. I'm only kidding. Thank you so much for handing over to me this lovely Thursday morning. And if this is your first time of tuning in, this is Health Revolution, your daily tonic for healthy living. My name, as always, remains Mary Omeni Wode. You can call me the Slim Diva. You're most adorable, and I trust you're doing great today. We have guests in the studio. I'm not alone this morning. Dr. ANYANWU Darlington C. I'll ask him what that C is for. Is it Chijoke or Chibuzo? We'll find out. Dr. Darlington ANYANWU is a senior medical officer and medical sonologist, Everide Diagnostics. Good morning to you, Dr. ANYANWU.
Good morning.
It's always a delight to have you.
It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. C. Chijoke, Chibuzo. Chidozie. Who would have thought? Okay, that's also a lovely name. You're welcome, Dr. ANYANWU. And also, as usual, Kelvin, Mr. Kelvin Ugori, a business development manager, and Nora Onyedimnazu is also here in the studio to, cheer their colleague on. Good morning to you, Mr. Kelvin and Nora.
Morning.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so before we go straight up into the topic for today, I really do not have much health update for you this morning, but I want to remind everyone that Lassa fever is out there. There's an outbreak for Lassa fever, and we've been losing health workers. I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I told you about the outbreak of Lassa fever in Benue and some other states, and we've recorded about 31 health workers that have lost their lives due to the outbreak of Lassa fever. So please keep up with your hygiene. Make sure that you keep your food in closed containers. Be very intentional about your environment. If you have rats around you, do something to eliminate them so that you don't contract Lassa fever. And then talking about hygiene this morning, that's going to be our topic. But, this one is going to spark a lot of controversies. Most people don't like to talk about, hygiene when it has to do with their private parts and different, sensitive parts of the body. But today, I trust Dr. ANYANWU. He's going to say a lot. So open up your ear, wide, open it. Because what you hear today, trust me, I don't think you've heard it in the past 1 year anywhere else, okay? And I know that most people would rather go to social media, browse and look at the trending issues, what's trending and all that. But nobody takes the time to read about personal hygiene. Yes, nobody takes that time. So we'll be doing justice to that topic today. Male and female hygiene and fertility. We shall also find out if personal hygiene impacts fertility in both men and women. Also, we shall discover today who has a better hygiene, the men, the women. Well, we'll find out. Dr. ANYANWU, over to you. General overview. Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. Help us when we talk about personal hygiene. I know it's all encompassing.
Yes,
but help us with what we should know. Go ahead, please.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
You speak into your mic.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Generally, when we talk about personal hygiene, it has to do with the practice of keeping yourself clean from head to toe, and it's a very vast topic if allowed to actually say something like that.
Yes.
But we would actually try to hit the nail here and there so that people will get to know what we're talking about. Now, when we talk about personal hygiene, people think it's only about the clothes they wear. Now, but personal hygiene has to do with the way you keep yourself and your environment generally. Now, I'm going to talk about the males personally as a man. We find out that men think that personal hygiene has to do with only the women because those are the ones who have a lot to lose. But men too have a lot to lose in terms of hygiene. Okay? Yes. Now, permit me to use this word that 50 to 70% of men you see walking around are dirty people.
It came from you.
Yes.
Not me.
Yes.
If I had said that now, wahala.
I'm saying it from the point of me being a doctor and having to attend to males on a regular basis.
50 to 70% of men
are dirty people.
Okay.
I would start from the kind of wares that we use. You find out that men wear anything they see.
Okay.
And it would shock you to know that most of the men you see around wear one boxers for more than 3 to 4 days.
Very true.
Without washing it.
Yes.
And they think it's only the women who are supposed to change their undies regularly. But I'm here now to tell you that as a man, you're supposed to wear your boxers just once a day. Especially if you're the active type who walks around outside and you sweat down there. Okay? Now, you would also know that men think trimming the pubic hair is only for women. So most of them carry things as long as Brazilian hair down there. Okay? Yes. And it goes a long way to explain to you that if you don't know that you're supposed to shave, wear them new boxers. And it's not about wearing the boxers. It's about the type of boxers you wear. Because the topic is about hygiene and fertility. So the men don't even understand that the kind of wears we wear there affects our health in terms of fertility. Yes.
Are you talking of the material makeup for the boxer?
Both the material and the type. As a man, you have no business wearing swimming trunks down there. These are your tight boxers. And for those who are actually having issues with fertility as a man, I don't think you have any business wearing black boxers or black trousers.
Black?
Yes.
The color matters?
Yes, it does. Because physics will tell you that black absorbs heat.
Yeah.
And the body, the male organ, has, there is what we call the pampiniform plexus of veins that's within the scrotum, okay? The function of this particular plexus of vein is that it reduces the body temperature around the scrotum by -3 degrees. So if your body temperature is 37, within the scrotum it's supposed to be -3, which keeps the sperm cells healthy. Now, you will notice that as a man, that your scrotal sac is about 3 cm lower from the normal body. It's the way the Lord has made it to actually preserve whatever that the Leydig cells and the Sertoli cells are producing within that particular area. But when you now wear these tight boxers, they bring the scrotal sac and the testes closer to the body, increasing that same body temperature that you're trying to run away from. All right? You're worsening what the pampiniform plexus is supposed to actually do for you. Okay? Now, if I delve into that of the females, you would understand that the trendy thing now is that women walk around without undies.
Very true. Very, very true. Yeah, say it.
It's a very bad practice.
Yes.
And you keep receiving calls or meeting them in the clinics every day telling you about recurrent infection. All right? Now, I'm going to say this online because I'm going to say this on air because so many people don't know, especially the women. The way you carry yourself during your period goes a long way to tell whether you are keeping a good hygiene or not.
Okay.
Now, women don't know that while you are on your period or when you're expecting your period, you're supposed to expect your period with a hair-free vagina.
Most people are hearing this for the first time.
You are supposed to shave at least 3 to 4 days before. Everybody expects this period does not come as an emergency.
Yeah.
You expect it. So you're supposed to clean that particular area before it comes. Let me give you a practical illustration. if you're walking through an environment and, like me now, I have hair, and Kelvin doesn't have much. Okay, let's say he's bald, and we're walking through a building, and someone pours something like pap from up, and it pours on the two of us. If Kelvin wipes and I wipe with maybe a towel or something, who is going to have a cleaner hair?
The bald person.
Beautiful.
The bald person.
Now, a woman on her period has hairs, and she puts a pad on, and she gets soaked outside. Nobody will tell me for sure that when you run into a restroom to clean up, that you wash your vagina in that restroom, even at workplace or in the marketplace. What you do, the best you can do is wipe. So the particles of the blood on the hair, what happens to it?
It gets
and
stuck.
Remember that blood is a good culture media for organism.
Very true.
Now, the funny thing is, because of, if I say this now, people will say, do you know the amount they actually use in purchasing pad? Do you know that the pad you use, whether soaked or unsoaked, is not supposed to stay there more than 4 hours?
And you have people who wear these things virtually throughout the day.
Some people will wear it in the morning, and when they get back home, it's so funny. It's so funny. Now, if you are doing this, let's assume that the period differs in so many people. There are those who would have heavy flows, and there are those who have light flows. But irrespective of whether heavy or light, you're supposed to understand that the pad, the material used in making pad is almost similar material used in making pampers. I hope you understand.
Very true.
Now, why do kids have diaper rash? When that pampers stays longer than expected, whether soaked or unsoaked. Because when it stays more than 4 hours, just remember that the body is actually emitting heat within that area. Okay? Now, if you ask yourself as a female, when you bring out this pad, does it look as fresh as it was when you put it on that first minute? The answer is no.
No.
After 2 hours, it has already changed its particular normal shape and feeling. Okay? Now, imagine if it is soaked. Okay? And I'm saying this because there are people who would change 2 to 3 times in a day. So why wouldn't you shave so that when you clean, you wipe at least 80% of the blood stains around there? All right? The other one is the part where women wear the pants you people call G-string. It's the most unhealthy undies. For real? Yes.
Why is it unhealthy?
Beautiful. Now, 90% of the G-strings are not made of cotton.
Okay.
They are either net, silk, or nylon. And you know very well that the aim of an underwear is to dab the moistures that come from your body. As a man, if you don't put on singlets or vests, you find out that your clothes soak easily. And most times, you would start stinking.
So you are encouraging men to always, first of all, wear their singlets.
Of course.
But most of them don't do that.
That's why I'm saying this particular stuff entails both the male and the female. Okay? I'll keep dancing around both the male and the female.
Yes, it's very, very important.
Now, the reason why I said that particular undie is the most unhealthy thing women put on. You know very well that the distance between the vagina, that's the opening, and the anus is just about 3 to 4 inch. Now, when you wear this, your G-string, you don't sit at a place. You walk around.
Yes,
all right?
yes.
Now, when you walk around, this particular material rolls into a ropey nature.
And goes in.
Transfers the organisms from the anus to the... I tell you, I kid you not, that most times, women who come to do high vaginal swap and endocervical swap and all this, you find out that the culture, an organism called Enterococcus fecalis, which is an organism that you're supposed to see in the anus, but you're finding it being cultured in the vagina.
Oh my God.
Then you ask yourself, what has this thing in the anus got to do?
And then for some women who do not wear undies, for instance, they wear their jean.
Yes.
You wear it the first. I know of some people who do not wash their jean trousers.
How many people do wash it regularly?
Yeah, some don't wash it regularly. That's what I'm trying to say. They can wear it like maybe twice.
Beautiful.
And then you don't wear undies. you wear the jean the first day, you wear it the second day, this bacteria, or I don't know if it's bacteria, right?
Yes.
It's possible can also be transmitted into the vagina as well.
It's not only that. One particular thing you have to understand about the body system of every woman is, whether you like it or not, every 6 to 8 hours, your body system must cleanse itself. And when it cleanses itself, that's a discharge. All right? Whether good or bad.
Or bad.
Beautiful. Now, that discharge, your panties, which is 100% cotton, the function of that panties is to dab and dry. When you wear your nylon, your G-string, that is made of cotton and all these things, or those who don't even wear at all, that particular stuff that has been cleansed remain there, get moist, and the area is warm. This is a culture media already for organisms. You get? And you now have people who keep complaining about recurrent infections, because what do? You don't even know that there are different kinds of infection that could come out from the same orifice. It could be bacterial, it could be fungi, it could be viral, it could be protozoa. Do you understand? But what do we do on a regular? We always abuse antibiotics. Because you think you can actually walk into the pharmacy or the chemist or that patent medicine seller around your street and pick up any drug you see. When you take antibiotics for a fungal infection, what happens? It's penny-wise, pound-foolish.
Very true.
Okay? Now, when they say that poor hygiene affects women a lot, are you aware that when this infection starts taking place, it becomes an ascending stuff that could get to your fallopian tubes?
Okay.
And when it gets to the tubes, what happens? It blocks it. How does this blocking occur? Scarring. Okay? Now, women don't even understand that hydrosalpinx, that is fluid within the fallopian tube, is 70 to 80% caused by infection. All right? Now, when this particular thing happens, infertility has set in. Infertility on its own has set in. Because the tube is that particular pathway where the egg from the ovaries would actually come to meet the sperm at the ampulla. When the road from here to, let's say you want to get to government house and you're coming from fire service, and at MCC, that place is blocked. Will you get to government house if there is no?
No.
So people don't understand this, okay? Infertility comes 90% of the times from the little things we do. From the little things we do.
So now you are encouraging people to go for the cotton on this,
yes,
rather than nylon and
100% cotton. And it has to be the normal panties, not your G-string.
Okay. For the ladies.
For the ladies.
And then for the men,
cotton boxers, the banana type, the one that is free. Because when you wear the tight one, you worsen your condition. All right? Now, if we talk about other causes of the infertility stuff for the men, we talk about alcohol, we talk about smoking. But you see the funny thing, when I talk about alcohol and smoking, when they walk in and I tell them, do you smoke? They say no. You know, there are 3 types of smokers.
Yes, yes.
You have the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary smokers. You find out that the primary smokers are not even heavy smokers. Because in this environment that we are in now, if one person is smoking here, he only drags and puffs out. So if he drags in 100, he's going to puff out 95 and swallow only 5%.
Very true.
But you and I here would inhale the remaining 95. Okay? Those are the secondary smokers. So if you have infertility issues and you're being advised to stay away from smoking, stay away from your friends too who smoke. Okay? Now, when you talk about alcohol, you find out that people would ask you, I don't drink beer. I only take whiskey.
Spirits.
I take spirits. Now, you see the funny thing. I'm going to break it down online here now. Do you know that when you go to big hotels and you travel abroad, you find out that they don't drink their whiskeys in tumblers and jugs that we use.
Okay.
They use a tot. Okay? Now, that tot, remember that every alcohol has its percentage. Beer, for example, let's say Heineken. is about 5.3 or 5.8% alcohol, which simply means that particular bottle, its content, full content, is just 5.3 or 5.8% alcohol. But you use the spirit like, let's say,
Any
Mandoa.
spirit, let's not mention brands. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
any of the
sorry
spirits.
about that. Yeah.
The minimum you could get is 21 to, let's say, 30 or 43% alcohol. Now, what that thing means is that if I get a bottle of beer and I get a bottle of spirit and I dip my hands in the two of them and touch on different tongues, it simply means that this person has a drop of 5.3% alcohol and this person has a drop of 43% alcohol.
Which
All
is
right?
higher.
Now, the liver is the main organ that is responsible for detoxification of this alcohol. So between these two livers, who would have a higher work to do? The one with 43%
Very
drop.
true. Very true.
But you and I know that no man sits down with his friend and takes a drop or a thought. 3 boys would finish 1 full bottle.
We talked about this the other day.
And they mix it with, let's say, they use any of the soft drinks and they think they are
Yes,
diluting
it.
If you get a bucket and add 1 gram of salt and you get just 1 gram and add in a dry bucket, you pour water here and you don't pour water here, it doesn't change. It's still 1 gram here, 1 gram here. So the amount of content you pour into your alcohol only changes the taste, not the alcoholic content.
Okay.
All right?
Wow, we are really learning a lot this morning. Oh, I know we still have a long way to go. However, let me take you back a little. There's something we've not touched on. Washing of undies. Some women will wash their undies and hang inside. Is that also good? Is it a good practice as well?
Now, before I say that, I would want to tell you something. As a healthy woman, you're not supposed to have anything less than 14 cotton undies.
14?
Yes.
Investment.
Now, listen.
14.
I said nothing
Why
less
are you
than.
opening your mouth?
You can have more than that. But
Okay.
you're supposed to have nothing less than 14. Why? You have 7 days in a week.
Yes.
Now, Slim Diva, the undies you're putting on now is not supposed to see your bum bum again until a week
You
today.
tone it down.
All right?
Tone it down a little.
Now, what am I trying to say? That the undies you put on today, normally, every healthy woman is supposed to wear 2 a day. But there are those who don't wear undies to sleep. For those who do wear undies to bed, okay? The undies you wear, let's say, on a Monday morning, you know you're going to wear it from 7, 8 in the morning till, let's say, 6 when you dismiss from work.
Yeah.
Then you wash and put on another one. But there is this funny thing that we always have a favorite undies that we keep recycling. We wash on Monday, wear on Wednesday, wash Wednesday evening, wear on Friday. It keeps seeing our behind on a regular basis. But the truth is, those undies are not supposed to see your butt. Nothing less than 7 days. Now, when you wash these undies, you're supposed to dry under the sun. But for those who have issues, because you have to factor so many things, there are those who live in environments where they can't bring out their undies outside. All right. You keep in your bathrooms. You know, the bathroom is filled with moist.
Very true.
When you bathe, the moist just full. So more like you dry your undies with moist. So there are so many funny particles on it. So the best hygiene and practice is for you to iron it and keep in a safe drawer.
Okay.
All right.
Even if it's dried in the bathroom.
Yes.
It
You're
can be-
supposed
it
to
can be
iron.
ironed.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the way you wash it matters too. Because if you're actually washing your undies and drying inside your bathrooms, you're supposed to use a disinfectant. Okay? I'm not here to market anyone.
Yes.
So,
Disinfectant, not bleach.
not bleach.
I know why I had to point that out.
Yes.
Because I know that most women make the mistake of using bleach for their
Which
undies.
will actually affect you
And it
later.
affects them.
Yes.
Okay.
It will affect you later because you wear these undies and you get soaked down there. You keep actually absorbing whatever the content of the
Bleach is.
All right?
Dr. Anyanwu, we've caused problem this morning, no big problem, because majority of what you have stated is the normal lifestyle women are living.
Yes, I know.
And it's the fact, whether we like it or not. We can't continue to shy away from topics like this. We are all adults. And the earlier we know these things, the better for us. Why? Because we have children that are coming after us. So it's your responsibility as an adult to pass on that information and teach them the right things. Yes, our parents, maybe at that point of their life, were not so free enough to tell us some of these things. And it's the actual fact. But we are in a generation where we want to speak up more. We tend to speak up more than our parents. So please, this information we are passing on to you is not for you alone. If you have girl children around you, it's better you start to catch them young. Teach them about menstrual hygiene, right?
Yes.
Teach them what they should know. Yesterday, I saw a post. Yes, we're going to talk about that briefly before I open up the phone lines, since we are talking about menstrual hygiene and all of that. And the lady said, how did she put that thing again? Now, that she noticed that some women wash their parts before they dispose, for the fear of ritualists.
Okay.
And then another person said, in washing that part, washing the blood off, you are also contaminating your hands. I don't know if you get me, and your fingers
yes.
and all of that. But how do you see that? Is it would you advise women to touch? I don't know how best to put this, but I know you understand what I'm trying to say, because we are talking about hygiene. Yes. Now you are in your workplace and you want to dispose, but because you're scared that ritually, that's the thing going around. They say people have been going around picking parts and all that. Because you're scared, you now in your workplace, no soap, all you have is water, and then you want to wash off the blood and dispose, forgetting that other people will come and use that same water, what do they call, washing hand basin. So
it goes a long way to tell you how most people don't even factor the next person.
Okay.
You see, when you talk about hygiene, you don't only talk about yourself, you factor the next person. It's just like walking into a public transport and someone has body odor and they are raising their hands over you, and the odor there wipes away your memories for a while. Do you understand? No. You see, if you're going to take a step further into actually trashing your used parts, sanitary parts, why don't you just shred it?
Okay.
All right. That way, whoever you think is going to make use of it can't even find a complete. All right. Now, it's wise to let you understand that it's your stuff. Don't shred these stuffs or clean them or whatever you do in public environments or public spaces.
That's my
point. Because permit me to say this. Are you aware that hepatitis B is a very stubborn viral infection that you can contract from this particular stuff
I just talked about?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So save the next person that particular blush by not doing what you know. Because I live by a golden rule. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you.
Simple.
If we live by this particular rule, I think life would be much more easier. All right? Don't inconvenience the next person. All right? Don't inconvenience the next person because you think it's just you and it doesn't matter. Now, if you must go ahead to actually shred these stuffs, always have a sterile glove in your bag. This period lasts for at least 3 to 7 days. It doesn't cost anything to have a pack of gloves. Latex gloves.
Okay.
In your house.
Okay.
Just pick 2 or 3, put in your bag while you pick your parts, because no woman on her period leaves the house without picking an extra.
No.
So when you pick that extra, pick the extra gloves. When you now shred, there is a way you shred. You can pack that stuff with the gloves and lock it up in that same glove, tie and dispose. All right? It saves you a whole lot of... Because see the funny thing, when you shred these particular stuffs with your bare hand or you wash with your bare hand, you still come out and hug someone and shake. And when you shake me and I think, okay, you're coming from the bathroom or your hands are wet, this person washed. And I just pick up my donut and I eat.
Oh.
You're thinking something, right?
Of course. course.
Beautiful.
Oh my
So
God.
you see that you are not doing justice to yourself and the next person.
Very true.
It's
very,
a form of
very
wickedness,
true.
actually.
Yes,
if you
it
ask
is.
me.
It is. Dr. Anyanwu, I must commend you. You're actually doing better than the ladies. Yes, if you agree with me. For most of what you have said here, I know that a lot of women are hearing this for the first time, in all honesty. So I must commend you, Dr. Anyanwu. Now it's time for me to open up the phone lines 0911 20022, 0911 20022, or you call 0707 454 1014. Alternatively, you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0707 491 3438. We're live on Facebook at Echo FM 100.7. Also, be informed. Yes, this is a sensitive topic. Please, when you do call, tone down your words. We are on radio. Try to paint a picture, but there are some words you cannot use on air. We've been trying, our possible best to tone it down. So help us by doing that as well. Hello, good morning to you.
Mary.
Good morning to you.
I greet you. This is Mike E. calling from Afar.
Mike E., you are welcome. Go ahead, please.
I greet Doc there.
Good morning.
Yes, Doc, don't try. You see, say some ladies now, don't lecture them this morning. Say, she made it there, don't pick something. Maybe I say talk. I say, don't, what I go.
Mike E.,
so
you want to come for me this morning?
Yes, I want to come for you. Yes,
I beg you, easy.
Yes. I just want to appreciate the dog. Yes, keep on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
They are trying.
All right.
They are trying. God bless you, people.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate you as always for tuning in. And we lost that particular call. Keep your calls coming in. We are live on Facebook. Like I said, you can go drop your comments, like, and share. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Mary. Yeah. Doctor, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Segun is my name.
Okay.
Yeah. Doctor, I comment with you talk about the men for the boxers.
Okay.
Yeah, did they hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, see, that thing where you talk, you see, me as the workers, they go outside work. Sometimes if I forget to carry like 2 or 3 boxers, if I wear my boxers like 3 days, I will notice something say something must happen. I will know say okay, this thing. If I this my boss, I need to go and change. If I change it, I will know say that thing. I don't go get this again.
Okay. Any question?
So no, I just know say okay, that way in talk then are true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shegun, and we wish you the best going forward. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning, the Slim Diva.
Morning to you, Kachisen.
Yeah. Good morning, the guest in the studio.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. My name is Kachisen Ekuha. I'm calling from my community of, where the West Local Government.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Mary, I want to thank you for bringing the guest in the studio. He's really a round peg in a round hole. Despite he's a man, but he is able to analyze it very apt. I want to commend him so much.
Thank you.
But then maybe next time you may invite a lady so that we can hear the female aspect of it. Yes.
Okay.
All the same. In fact, we learn every day. In fact, one of the things I learned here is that he said women should have at least, is it 14 or 12 underwears or something?
14, at least 14 undies.
At least 14, okay. But after now, I will increase my girlfriend's own to that number. Yes.
Oh my goodness. What of yours?
That's a nice one.
What of yours? Because we're also talking about the men and the women at the same time.
Okay.
You increase yours as well now.
I have enough, although it's not up to 14 anyway.
All right, catch you soon. Any questions for our doc?
Yes, I have a question. You see, most of these guys, as a person, in as much as I will limit my word because you are on air. As a person, I love good things and I have tests. especially when it comes to women and the rest of it. There are class of ladies
Kachisin, ask your question.
My question is this. There are some ladies we meet and you see their undies, their panties. It has some white particles. It has some white particles. I don't know. So what could be the cause of it? So that when anybody can encounter such lady, you can, no matter when what of them are red flags to me. There are things I encounter, I say, no, it's a red flag. So in case of people who has their panties, has their white particles, what do you advise them to do? That is my question. But I must increase my girlfriend's own to 14. And so Mary will invite him again.
Okay.
So that I will let him know that I have done that.
Thank you. Kachisin, I know you very well. Thank you so much. I knew you were going to comment on this. I know you. Thank you. Okay, we'll talk about the issue of discharge. When should a woman know if, a discharge is healthy? I know that it's natural for women to experience discharge once in a while. We'll talk about that, but let me try to squeeze in some more calls. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome. Name and location, please.
Okay, I'm calling from Amakoya. This is DJ.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to appreciate the guest speaker, the doctor. He made mention of so many ways about the hygiene, but I think he skipped something for the guys.
Okay.
So he didn't mention washing of. Anyway, we are alive and we are still matured. So he didn't include something of washing of the scrotum sac.
The genitals.
For the guys, so I don't know for the ladies. I'm talking about the guys.
Okay.
I was expecting him to say something about that. I don't know if I should go ahead and say my experience or I should just leave it for him.
Okay, so he is going to comment on that, but if you have any experience to share, go ahead quickly.
Okay. I would suggest, or I will put it as an opinion for guys out there, it's better to wash the scrotum sac with just water and your hands, like squeeze it. Because after taking your dirty sponge and you just dry off, you notice that place still gets one kind bad odor like that. But if you after bathing, just use your hand, squeeze it, like you notice some particles, dirty particles like is sticky to the hand. Then after you do that, use normal water and wash it off. That will keep you healthy than washing with a sponge and the rest. Do not go away.
Okay.
So that's just
Thank you for your contribution. And Dr. ANYANWU is an expert, so he will help us understand that better. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Washing of the genitals for the man, especially, he laid more emphasis on the scrotum.
Yes.
Is there a specific way? Because I know that most women, don't get me wrong, most women take their time to bathe very well.
Yes.
But you see the men, water everywhere, sponge, and they are gone.
Yes.
So he laid a lot of emphasis, and I want you to comment on that as well.
Okay, I'm going to go this way. The word he used, I actually wouldn't go with it. He says squeeze. You don't squeeze the genitals. My brother, that will not be orange. All right. You would understand that when I started, I made mention of having hairs, okay?
Pubic hairs.
Yes, pubic hairs. And the dead, you see, they are more like dead cells, the skins that are actually exfoliating. Now, for men, you would know this for sure. If you do not shave regularly, your boxers, after 2 to 3 use, would have a very funny kind of dirty part. Yes, around the crotch. Okay? So shaving regularly saves you that particular stuff because it's easier to wash that area when you have less hairs around it. Okay? So you wouldn't start requiring the squeezing and squashing and all those things that he actually mentioned because, like I said, if I have hairs on my head and a man that is bald and you pour something on it, who cleans better? All right. So I've had to educate some secondary school and university students who would keep complaining that their boxers, no matter how they use it, keeps getting this stain underneath. And I say, make it a habit. All right. Shave regularly. All right. If, as a man, I don't know, the hair growth is different for every person, but at least once every 2 months, you should shave.
For a man.
For a man.
What of the women?
I said...
How regularly should they also
I've
shave?
said that on air, but you didn't pick it because I said you expect your period every month. So shave 2 to 3 days before your period.
Okay.
Which simply means every woman should shave at least every month.
Every month.
Okay. Now, the part where he talked about having to squeeze to, if you actually shave, washing off those particular dead cells is easier. All right. Now, for the person who talked about white particles on the undies, you would have to understand that the vagina actually cleans off every 6 to 8 hours. Now, what you called white particles, you would have to actually describe it in details, because is it cheesy? Okay? Because that cheesy type of it's now I just tell women the easiest way to know if you have infection is although you ask these questions, most of them will shy away from it. When you see that discharge, try to sniff and understand if it has a foul, smelly stuff.
Okay. Can you liken it to a fishy smell?
It might not. You see, when you say fishy, you're trying to actually pinpoint a particular organism.
Okay.
It might not be fishy.
Okay, because that's what most
the
women
general
know.
stuff. No.
Thank you.
Okay, when you talk about fishy smell, there's also the rotten egg smell. Okay, there's also that decayed dirt kind of smell. All right. So would you now say it's only the fishy smell that actually pinpoints? No. Naturally, the genitals has its natural. The word odor is kind of derogatory.
Smell.
Yes.
Natural smell.
But you would know, okay, when it moves from the appropriate one, if you are sensitive, okay? If you are sensitive, that's the word, because so many people don't even understand, don't even know that they have body odor. Okay? So if you don't know that, you won't even know that that particular place actually stinks.
Something
and for
is
the
wrong.
men, that place also stinks.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
If you don't keep it clean, yes, it does. You walk around, and if you've been to male hostels and all the rest of them, and your friends are moving around with their boxers, this one passes, stinks like a decayed bread. This one, the other one passes. Do you understand? So these are the things we would actually put into consideration when you talk about the general hygiene. But I thank the caller for actually pinpointing that particular.
Okay, thank you so much. We have comments on YouTube as well. We are live on YouTube as well. Go to YouTube right now and drop your comments. Echo FM 100.7. This one says, wow, Dr. ANYANWU is shaking the tables real hard. Did you hear that? And then question also from the foundation. Okay, how do we achieve ironing the undies as strongly recommended by Dr. ANYANWU across locations with limited or no power supply? That is one. And then this one says, can we know more about the mode of transmission of hepatitis B through the sanitary contact? That might take the whole day. Another one says, okay, it's still almost the same thing. So comment on the ironing part, if there is another strategy you have,
Okay.
you know, for people who have limited power supply.
When they say limited power supply, you have to understand that you can improvise. Okay. Now, those who don't have power supply should actually have charcoal irons. Okay, it's another form. All right. All you need to do, the function of this particular stuff is that it heats that particular material and helps you denature or actually get rid of whatever organism that might have actually perched on this particular on this with the dews or the moistures that come from the bathrooms. Okay. It's a very simple stuff. If you put it's not rocket science, because this person talking about ironing on this, do you wear rumpled clothes to work? How do you get this particular stuff? Even if you take them to the dry cleaners, you can actually make out time, because that's why I say you have to have nothing less than 14.
Yeah.
Okay? So that it doesn't look like when you wear this one, you have only 2, 3 left. When you have enough and you take a day or two to go sort them out, you have enough to run you through the week.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't say this while I was talking about infertility, but I would want to point it out before our time is up.
Quickly, because we are almost running out of time. Quickly.
Women who are actually searching for the fruit of the womb should understand this, that 70% of conception happens in a quiet, peaceful environment.
Not where there's noise or music.
Get me right.
With the speakers banging.
No, get me right.
Okay.
There is a particular phase that controls a woman's reproductive health. All right? It's a channel that they call the pituitary hypothalamus ovarian axis. All right? Now, for that ovary to produce good eggs that are fertile, your pituitary and hypothalamus, which are in the brain, must be at peace and function well. All right? Yes. Anxiety, depression can actually distort this pathway. Let me drop something with you. You know very well that if you're living with your sisters, there is a point where your periods starts harmonizing. You start today, and the next day or 2 days later, your sister starts seeing her own, because of the effect of her hormones that your olfactory lobe does. All right? If you, by any chance, has an anxiety issue or depression, your period will delay, irrespective of whose period has come out.
Yes.
That's anxiety.
Yes.
That's depression.
Okay.
It affects fertility too. It's just like when a woman is trying to track her ovulation and they say the egg has dropped. She starts calling her husband. Come back today, oh. Come back now, oh. That egg has dropped, oh. We have to do it now, oh. 90% of the times, that man comes back, he can't do anything.
And
He's already tense.
Yes.
You yourself as the female, you already tense. There is a possibility that egg has dropped, but fertility will not happen.
Yes.
I've tried this on a couple of patients, and it has worked. And I'm going to drop it as a hint for every person.
Okay.
I've had patients who have been married for 5, 6 years looking for the fruit of the womb. You track the first time, this egg is good, it drops, nothing happens. All right? You track the second time, nothing. And I tend to tell them, all right, let's start looking at IVF. I did it with my cousin. All right? Let's look into IVF. Just relax. Have sex for fun.
As married couples.
Yes. Before you even talk about Jack, they are pregnant.
Okay.
Without going for the IVF.
Okay.
The reason is because they removed their mind from conception.
From that problem.
Yes.
That thing
and
they think is a problem. Okay.
That is why those who are at peace with themselves, every 2-3 minutes, they are pregnant. Do you understand?
Oh.
So relax your mind. It's another thing that affects fertility.
And what if there are underlying conditions? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, there are underlying conditions, yes, because there are females who actually have polycystic ovaries without knowing.
Yeah.
Their hormones are at the touch and go.
Okay.
Now, the funny thing is this. Most women who have polycystic ovaries will conceive, all right, the first 2-3 while they are married,
yes.
All right? But subsequently, if they did not by chance get the gender they were looking out for, they start playing God. I tell people, when you come to me, you can't play God. When you start deciding that it's 14 days after, it's 10 days after this. Slim Diva, I'm telling you this online, here now, that 90% of women don't even know when they ovulate.
Yes.
Because I've been able to actually pick up a woman who ovulated while she was on her period. All right? If I wasn't tracking her, I wouldn't have known.
Yes.
All right? Most people would ovulate 2 to 3 days before their period. And they start calculating from the day, okay, 10 days after, 14 days after, and all those. Meanwhile, you're doing the right thing at the wrong time.
At the wrong time.
Okay? So the message here is, if you were trying to conceive and you're having fertility issues and all the rest of that, first of all, relax yourself and have your regular sex for fun.
Okay.
All right? At least when you must have tried. It's not my husband stays in UK and he's coming back next month. I'm trying to prepare myself.
And you'll be tensed.
They will come back and go and nothing will happen.
Okay. And then now you've touched more on female infertility and the issue of conception and all of that, which is all, part of what we're talking about. I'm also concerned about sperm health.
Yes.
How do you know a sperm that is healthy enough?
Okay.
And then, yes, you've talked about tight boxes. Are there other things that can impact the sperm health of a man?
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. One is that most men don't know they are walking around with varicocele.
What?
Varicocele.
Okay.
It's like the swollen vessels around that particular area. It impacts the fertility of. Now, when you talk about sperm health, remember that there are 4 factors you must actually point out in a healthy sperm.
Okay.
Now, before now, they used to say that a man should be able to produce at least 2 mils by ejaculation. But now it's been reduced. The World Health Organization has brought it down because of IVF and all the rest of them to 1.5 mils per ejaculation.
Okay.
Now, in this 1.5 mils, you're expected to have nothing less than, before, it used to be 20 million sperm cells. All right, but now, we work with 15 million sperm cells per ejaculation. Now, in these 15 million sperm cells, there are these particular modalities you must put into consideration. It's called the motility and the morphology of this particular sperm. What is the morphology? Morphology simply means that when they look at this particular sperm in a microscope, it has a head. That head contains a nucleus. That head has a tail. That's a body and a tail that helps it swim. Now, that morphology must be at least 50%, which simply means if you have about 20 million sperm cells, 50% of these 20 million sperm cells have a complete head, body, and tail. Okay? That's the morphology, the outlook. Now, motility simply means it swims.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Now, the new study is that it must have 50% motility. That's among these 100 million that you've actually ejaculated. About 50% of them are swimming and swimming well.
Okay.
All right? When you do most of these things, you find out that the fast swimmers in most of them is 0. Slow swimmer, 0. Then mortal or not mortal, you have 100 and other.
100.
Because of lifestyle, alcohol, smoking, and so many other things that could have contributed to this particular stuff. All right? Now, the funny thing is, are you aware that a recurrent miscarriage of a woman could be as a result of an unhealthy sperm cell?
Ah, really? Hey, oh, God. Are you for real?
That a woman who is having recurrent miscarriages could be from the unhealthy sperm cells.
From the man?
Yes. And the way you react during pregnancy, those who have excess, like this funny hyperemesis gravidarum, it's not from a body system. It could be from the sperm quality of your husband.
Wow.
And I want to drop this online here. Are you aware that if a woman gives birth to females regularly, it's not her fault, it's the fault of the man?
Yeah, we've said this many times. But the one of the miscarriage, in all honesty, this is the first time I'm actually hearing this. So now people should be aware that if a man's sperm is unhealthy,
Yes.
it can cause miscarriage for a woman. Okay. Said by Dr. ANYANWU, not me. All right, because we are almost out of time. I know that there are a lot of things we are still yet to touch on, but I know we have done justice to majority of the talk for today. So if there's anything you feel we've not touched on, we have just 2 minutes before we go. Help us with that information and then try to summarize before we go, please. Dr. ANYANWU.
Okay. I think I've actually said a little about almost everything that I would have wanted all my listeners to actually pick. But I'm going to end this with your hygiene and your fertility work hand in glove. And you must carry the two of them in tandem. And whatever situation you're passing through now, remember that you're not the first. And there's always a solution somewhere. Just like the Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 10:13, that there is nothing happening to you now that is new to man. And God cannot test you beyond that which you can endure. But as the temptations come, he will find you a route of escape. So find that hospital, the doctor, make them your friends, and let them be your route of escape. Thank you very much.
You now ended like a pastor, an evangelist. This is the first time I will see a doctor quoting scripture. Hey, Dr. ANYANWU, you are special. Thank you so much. I know we didn't touch on perfumed products, scented soap, scented, what is it called?
Effects, yes.
And its effects. I know it also has effects on the women as well.
It does.
Yes, and douching.
It does.
Women who sit on hot water and what do they call it? Disinfectant, right?
Yes.
It affects as well.
Yes.
Oh, I wish we had all the time, but I really love to thank you, Dr. ANYANWU, for making our time to be here. And Dr. ANYANWU Darlington C is a senior medical officer and medical sonologist, Everright Diagnostics. Who's a sonologist again? Sorry.
Person who carries out scan.
Scan.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for coming, Dr. ANYANWU. And Kelvin Igori, Nora Onyedimnazu, I appreciate you both as always. I wish we had all the time, but we have to go. Thank you so much. My name, as always, remains Mary Omeniwode. You can call me the Slim Diva. You're most adorable. And please do the right thing, okay? And when you do the right thing, you achieve greater results. Try to put in practice everything that Dr. ANYANWU has said today. Yes, we are adults. Don't say, oh, that's what I've been doing for years now. It has not affected me. Well, this might be a message to you, directly to you, to avert what is to come. So please, change your undies regularly, wash regularly in the right way, sun dry or iron. I have a lot to say, but let us go. Thank you again. My name is Mary Omeniwode, the Slim Diva. Thank you, DJ Mas. And at 12, we'll bring you the news. Don't go anywhere.
Echo FM.
Echo FM, only the fresh news people.
You love music? You love Echo FM 100.7.